All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a special presentation this Sunday evening about Star Horizon and Star Vara. My name is Brandon Ivy from Los Angeles, California. I am the founder and CEO of Ivy League Crypto Academy. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Go ahead and type in the chat box where you're listening in from. As a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving any type of financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestions for entertainment, training, and educational purposes only, and it is up to you to make your own informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. So I'm real excited about what's taking place. This past Thursday night, I did a live presentation of Star Horizon, as well as interviewed my sponsor, Mr. Peter Blackwell, who is the number one producer in the company so far, and we are brand new. We just came out of stealth launch. We are right in the middle of pre-launch right now, and we have a lot of new stuff that's going to be coming in the months ahead. This is a project that is not a get-rich-quick overnight project. If that is what you're looking for, then I'm sorry, you're in the wrong place. This is a how to change generational wealth for long-term project. The product itself does not go into full launch until next year, first quarter of next year. So everything that we're doing right now is in preparation for that. This is a product and a project that's involved in the gaming industry, the networking industry, and the metaverse, the crypto, blockchain industry. All three things that really fall into what is I'm already doing right now. So tonight, what I'm going to do is a little bit different. I'm actually going to read the light paper. I want to focus on the product. See, a lot of companies out there create a network marketing type arm and then try to throw some products in it to make it work. Tonight, what I'm showing you is a project that is years in the making, and then came back and put a networking arm on top of it. So we're going to talk about the product tonight. And don't worry if you say to yourself, well, Brandon, I'm not a gamer. You don't need to be a gamer. We're going to read the Star Vara light paper. And then after, I believe that documentation beats conversation. I'm going to show you why, as validation, I came out of retirement to actively build something new, to actively push a program outside of my own company of ILCA. It has to be something big for me to do that. But it falls in line because this past January, I launched on my courses DeFi, NFTs, and Metaverse. And that's exactly what this is all about. So I'm going to share screen and kick things off. Like I said, again, we are in pre-launch right now. And when you're in pre-launch, that means you're an early adopter. It means you are getting positioned before the masses even know what's going on. So let me share screen. And so you guys saw the intro, if you guys got here on time, about Star Vara. And if you remember my presentation from Thursday night, and if you missed it Thursday night, please let me know, or anybody who invited you on. We will get you the recording. But this is a AAA game project. We're not talking about a little game here. We're talking on the scale of Minecraft, Fortnite, Roblox, World of Warcraft. All those type of games is what this level is on. So let's look at the light paper. Introducing Star Vara. What is Star Vara? Well, Star Vara is a play-to-earn, massively multiplayer online role-playing game built to support multiple blockchains. Stop right there. That's a whole lot in that one sentence. MMO, if you're not a gamer, all that means is there's a gaming world that's so big, you can't pause it, you can't shut it down. It is on 24/7, and you're not just playing with you and the computer or you and one other person, but there's hundreds, thousands, even millions of people in the world at the same time. If you've ever seen the movie Ready Player One, that's a good example. Or if you watch the movie The Matrix, everybody that was jacked in The Matrix, same idea here. However, what's different, because there's always been MMOs. I've been playing MMOs for 20 years. I'm looking for my Matrix Online game. There it is. I've been playing this. This was the last major MMO I played, Matrix Online. So I've been playing MMOs for 20 years. But what makes this difference is that they are using this to support multiple blockchains. We believe that interoperability is the key to bridging the gap between multiple worlds and providing a borderless, open world experience for everyone. Players can choose which skills they wish to hone, allowing them to develop and define their character and ultimately their place in the universe. Who you become is your choice. From a rogue bounty hunter living on the outskirts to a corporate magnate dominating the starship industry. All in-game economic value can be instantly withdrawn into relevant crypto wallets. Now, I don't know if you guys got kids. If you're not a gamer, you probably have kids who play games. My youngest son plays Fortnite religiously. Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft for his big three games. And he's always running up to me and saying, Dad, I need some money. It's like, for what? For V-Bucks, for Fortnite. Like, for what? Because I'm buying stuff. I'm buying skin and dance moves. Do you guys realize, and I saw this on the news the other day, a lot of these kids are learning dance moves from the emotes in the video game. I didn't know that. That's where they're getting it from, all the latest dance moves. When I was a kid, we had to hope BET was on or MTV or something. Oh my goodness. Soul Train. That's where we saw all the dance moves back in my day. Dating myself there. But anyways, I give him money to play this Fortnite game. And I'm like, are you making any money off of this? No. Do you own the stuff? Well, it's mine. And I say, you got the account, but can you sell it? No. You can't even sell it? But what are you doing it for? Well, I got a cool, my friend doesn't have what I have. That right there is called the cosmetics industry. Is a billion-dollar industry in the gaming world. Enough so that it's getting all the big businesses and banks' attention. And I said banks for a reason, because at the end, like I told you, I'm going to validate everything that I'm showing here with the largest bank in the world, JP Morgan Chase. So bear with me on that. But anyways, in this model, you play to earn, where you actually can make money in the game and you can withdraw money instantly. ERC20 721 1151. Giving all members of the community true ownership of the in-game value they create. Starvara is the MMORPG to create DeFi instruments for crypto investors to speculate on the in-game economy. Users will even be able to go short or long on derivatives through Starvara's dApp. This is, you got to think, this is far more than a game. That's not all. All in the Starvara open world, holders of Vara tokens. What? Vara tokens? Now, there's many projects out there that have their own internal ecosystem. And many of you guys have come from many of these type of projects. Just like Fortnite has V-Bucks. Well, the token that represents Starvara is Vara tokens. So holders of Vara tokens can also stake their tokens and gain a proportional profit share based on their stake. Starvara features massively multiplayer real-time open world, AAA graphical and gameplay standards, robust and highly varied cosmetic item marketplace. Now, what makes Starvara unique? A beautifully handcrafted open world planets, advanced proprietary networking infrastructure that reduces server costs. This is the big deal in the gaming world. How can you maximize amount of people coming into your world and be able to have the cost to support that environment? Well, what they're doing here, they've reduced their server cost by 100 times. Highly advanced crypto layer, DeFi smart contracts. Users can speculate on in-game assets. It's a user-driven economy. Fully cross-platform, which means that this is not just a game on your laptop or your PC. You'll be able to access the world using your phone, tablet, laptop, PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and VR. And if you don't have any of that stuff, you can choose which one you want. So there's no barrier of entry for this. Tokenomic systems that allow players to play and earn without compromising the integrity of the game experience for traditional gamers. So you're gonna have hardcore gamers out there. They don't know anything about crypto. They don't know anything about network marketing. All they know is they love to play games for entertainment. The hardcore gamers. But then you're going to have those that are passive gamers. The people that, they don't want to go in and do shooting and fighting and all that. They just like to socialize. There's a huge industry for that. Then you have others that's just going to use this system for business. I'm just using this to make money. I'm not even playing the game. So none of that will impact each other. Highly customizable avatars give players infinite ways to express and distinguish themselves. If you've never played games before, one thing that we all like to do is make sure that our online persona looks good, right? From if you've got a Twitter or Instagram account or Facebook, we put banners up, we put pictures, we take selfies, we put up stories because it's an online digital representation of us. Same with the game. Your character is a digital version of you, and we want our characters looking good, right? That is a huge, huge industry. The Starvara in-game products includes decentralized wallet solution, in-game trading exchange, DeFi speculation trading instruments, market and competitor landscape. Starvara occupies a unique position at the intersection of innovation and global technology, positioning itself to compete with established gaming leaders in both Web 2.0 and Web 3.0. So Web 2.0, you've seen things like Final Fantasy, Minecraft, Roblox, that you can use virtual reality plus artificial intelligence. That is also the future. Virtual reality, metaverse, artificial intelligence. Web 3.0 platforms, you've seen things like Decentraland, Sandbox, Voxels. That is now where you are having complete ownership in a decentralized world of your product, of your game identity, your avatar. So markets Starvara will be positioned within traditional gaming market, loot box and cosmetic market, crypto gaming market, DeFi market, NFT market, virtual world markets, VR and AR, artificial intelligence, gaming as a service, and gaming as a platform. So if you say, I'm not a gamer, then take this out, traditional gaming out, crypto gaming out, and look at all the rest. The technology and product, the gameplay, AAA levels of fidelity, open world metaverse, seamless, massively multiplayer technology, cutting edge games design. Starvara economic instruments. Through a variety of smart contracts and DApp offerings, we will provide tools that will allow investors and speculators the option to take long or short positions on various GameFi assets. The VARA token. VARA token is our primary ERC20 utility token. They will be tradable on exchanges and can be used to buy memberships, which is bonds, in the Starvara open world. So in other words, like when my son comes to me and wants V-Bucks to play Fortnite, in this game, people are going to want bonds to do stuff. And they pay for the bonds. And guess who's making money from that? All of you who are token and node holders get paid from what other people are doing, what the gamers are doing. Derivatives, enabling crypto investors to speculate on the value of virtual in-game assets. This would allow investors to go long or short on virtual assets such as rocket fuel. Bond. The Starvara bond is a tradable form of membership in the Starvara open world. Membership gives players premium access to the open world with exclusive access to planets and various features that are unavailable to free-to-play players. Now, one of the hottest things in the market today is what's called freemium games,
where you don't have to buy the game. Like when I was a kid, we had to buy the Nintendo disc and put it in there, the cartridge. Today, anybody can play Fortnite, but there's limits. There's limits. If you want to be able to advance and do some of the cooler stuff, you actually have to pay for in-game stuff to do that. Same type of concept here. Even though there's a free-to-play zone of all of Starvara, the premium access, people will be buying bonds for, and that's how we make our money. Players can turn in-game items into real-world assets, NFTs, enabling them to create real value from playing the game while truly owning their assets and items. In-game currency. Players can earn and spend in-game currency on items inside the Starvara universe. So the whole system is running around these bonds. They're going to cost $6.99 for the bonds. From what I remember, for a 14-day access, but you can always buy more. But this is removing the barrier of entry for free-to-play environment. Bonds will be accessible via Vara through easy-to-use in-game fiat and crypto on-ramps, allowing quick access to the Starvara open world. Every time a player buys a bond, it removes Vara from the liquidity pools, and in turn creates upward pressure on the price of Vara. Bonds are pegged at $6.99 for a 14-day pass, regardless of the price of Vara. For every bond that users burn in exchange for premium membership, $3 is dedicated to the tokenomic model, where $1 is used to buy back and burn Vara tokens, and the other $2 is distributed to node token holders. I've been doing a series called Nodes Can Make You Rich. If you are in crypto and you haven't diversified yourself into owning some form of a node somewhere, you're doing yourself a very big disservice. One thing I want to also explain to you guys about Starvara and Star Horizon. If you're currently doing anything else, you can keep doing what you're doing. This is not designed to pull you away from what you're doing. Only add. You've got to have multiple streams of income. This is just added on top of what you're doing. There's no monthly auto ship here, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you're a token holder, this is residual type income. A node holder. $2 of every bond that's sold is distributed to the token holders. Characters, cosmetics, loot boxes, rarity, and drop rates. Now take a look at the secret sauce behind Starvara's character creation, cosmetics, loot boxes, and rarity and drop rates models. If you're new to gaming, this may not mean anything to you, but to gamers, this is everything. To be able to get that special item in the game that you've been playing and working hard to get is rare. One rare item might drop one every 30,000 times. Very rare, and it's a status symbol. Even in real life, people that want to keep up with the Joneses, you want to have the biggest house, you want to have only 10 Lamborghinis are made in the world, you want to own one of them. What makes Bitcoin so special is that there's only 21 million ever in existence. There's more millionaires and billionaires on the planet than there is Bitcoin. So these rare loots, those of you who get started now in Star Horizon are getting some of this stuff for free before the game even launches. So you're already going to be way ahead of the game. Character creation. The character classes in Starvara will give players the opportunity to express their personal style in the open world or become a one-of-a-kind individual ready for galactic domination. 1,400 in-game assets. That is huge. I got to remember, what is it for Grand Theft Auto, for GTA? I think it's 600 to 800. I'll have to look that one up again. Maybe 1,000. Our vast range of classy cosmetics will have you covered when it comes to customizing your avatar's look, be it headgear, legs, gloves, chest pieces, capes, or accessories. You'll be able to become anyone you want to be. At the top tier of every item, there's the possibility of unlocking ultra-rare legendary cosmetics, like the highly coveted and collectible gold Starvara jacket. With all that said, the cosmetics are a small part of our items, where the majority of them exist to enforce and enhance gameplay. 15 box drops. Starvara will announce monthly and quarterly drops of cosmetic loot boxes with a high chance of obtaining rare and mythic items. These items will allow you to present yourself as a galactic fashion icon in the Starvara universe. Become a true stakeholder of the Starvara universe by owning a Vara node token. With this highly sought after and lucrative asset, you'll unlock the earn feature drops, the rarity and drop rates model, with the aim of incentivizing an entirely user-driven demand. Starvara's rarity model for our product and loot box drops is a game changer. The multi-tiered rarity model creates a huge disparity between the chances of common, rare, and legendary items dropping. So like the gold jacket, 1 out of every 30,000 drop chance is 0.0033%. That's how rare this can be. Mid-air battles, space stations, traverse the solar system. 4 different spaceships. Starvara offers a range of high-end, superior galactic fighting ships, as well as more humble options like asteroid trawlers or broken-down fishing vessels. All of these ships are equipped to handle the vast and expansive Starvara open world. 5 to 100 raids. Raids can have a participant count ranging from 5 to 100. Do you understand how big this is? What a raid means is putting together a party, a group, to do one big mission together. Okay, so it encourages socialization. If you've got a clan together, and I'm telling you right now, I will have probably 2. One on my gaming side, because I'm a huge gamer, and then a second will be my company, my ILCA Crypto Education clan. That's taking strictly about the tokenomics, the making money type stuff. Also, I'll have probably 2 clans in this. But when I was in Matrix Online, I was the leader of my clan, and we had 1,000 registered members and about 200 active, 150 to 200 active members every day in our clan. So you can have huge clans. This is big to do this. Take anywhere from 40 minutes to 3 hours to complete. Have a difficulty level that can vary from low to extremely high, and offer increasingly rewards per raid with higher difficulty. The game will launch with 5 raids, and we will consistently expand the game and add new raids. 100 planets. We'll be utilizing the best team of devs, builders, animators, character designers, and advisors to bring the Starvara world to life. We have a large focus bringing a premium look and feel to our virtual world and give the crypto gamers a real AAA game that they deserve. 20 solar systems. Now, ultimately, they're planning for this game to have 1 million planets. 1 million, because the users will be able to have their own planets. The Starvara open world is composed of multiple solar systems separated into 3 segments that are under the jurisdiction of various factions. The Nanomac Federation, the Sons of Man, and the Ona Outlaws. Each of these factions rules different parts of the airspace, each with its own unique laws and rules. In the center lies Hell's Corridor, a hostile and dangerous airspace where the Ona Outlaws reside and fight for survival. No one is safe from their ravages. Friends and enemies beware. You are now entering the constantly expanding Starvara universe. Starvara team and management. With years of combined experience in both gaming and blockchain, the Starvara team is successfully bringing these mammoth industries together in a world first. Now, I've actually already done 2 interviews with this crew. So if you're brand new and you haven't seen the interview, shoot me a message or whoever invited you, and we'll get you the recording. One individual that you might want to look up is this gentleman right here, Rob Hersov. Google him. He's a billionaire. He's a co-owner and the major investor of this project. But who we work with on it on a daily is the CEO and co-founder Greg Stevens, also the CMO Nick Vandenberg. You guys have seen him. The game developer, I interviewed him, Dominic, call him Don. So I'm also working with Nina behind the scenes with my sponsor. So there's a good team here. This is based out of and registered in South Africa. This is where all the team is. Project rollout plan. So here's a high look into the Starvara rollout. So right now, we're in the second quarter of 2023. Next month, be expecting to see the launch of the native app launch, where everything that we do online will be done from the app itself. Whoever's asking for the interview, shoot me a private message because you're showing up to me here as Facebook user, so I'm not going to know who you are. So send me a private message on Facebook, and then I can know to send it to you. So native app launch. The third quarter, E3 Expo. Only problem is the E3, it was going to be first E3 after COVID here at the LA Convention Center. But for whatever reason, E3 canceled or postponed that event. I think they postponed it to the end of summer. I got to look that up again. Gamescom Expo, alpha launch at the end of this year. This game goes into alpha launch. Now, just because the game is here in alpha, is not launching, doesn't mean that we're not doing what we're doing. We began at the end of December, January, with stealth launch and pre-launch, building out the whole ecosystem. So we're getting ourselves positioned way before launch time happens. Rage Expo in the fourth quarter. See, beta launch the first quarter of 2024. E3 Expo 2024, game launch on PC and console in 2024. And then we've got the game launch on mobile in 2025. So again, this is not a project that has been rushed. This is not a project that was just thought up yesterday. This has been in the works for years. Those of you who might play GTA know that it may take them 4 or 5 years to get their game ready. They're getting ready now for GTA 6, and that's like 7 years in the making already. So we're looking at between now and 2025 for everything to be done and ready. Game economic. Let me gloss over that. I love the artwork. You'll see a lot of artworks because there's a whole nother thing here too. Brand collaboration. This is the metaverse. So at the end, I'm going to show you about JP Morgan. Why are businesses and banks paying attention? Because they know if the people are flooding to this space, then they want to be in front of that to service them and to advertise to them. So brand collaboration. You're going to see a lot of branding in this company branding in the gaming world. Game economic and token issuance. VARA will be unlocked in a predetermined schedule which lasts for 72 months from the public sale. Allocation and unlocks. VARA will be unlocked in a predetermined schedule that lasts 72 months from launch. The total supply will never exceed 1.3 billion tokens. The expected issuance of VARA is expected to be slightly lower than the unlock schedule. The play to earn and create to earn allocations will not be issued until the game is ready for a growth phase, even if the tokens are unlocked. The Starvara VARA token. VARA is the primary native token of the project. VARA can be used as a means of payment for subscription access to the service. In addition to the subscription, and items, for example, planets, will only be available on the primary markets against VARA, and specific in-game operations will also require VARA. The VARA token is used to directly or indirectly as a tailor-made governance token in the Starvara Galactic Council. In the future, additional practical utilities will be built around VARA tokens. For example, VARA is paid to a moderator with access to certain content, hosting own tournaments. For example, content creators in the Foundry will be rewarded with VARA tokens, which means that even though the game is going to have content created, players will be able to create content as well and be rewarded for doing that. The VARA will be paired on the secondary market with all the other tokens of the Starvara ecosystem. I don't want to get into this projected Vara dollar price because that you can't guarantee anything, and I don't want people getting their head wrapped around. But all I do know, how many of you would have loved to have been part of Decentraland token before everybody knew what Decentraland was, or Sandbox, or a Shiba Inu, or a Dogecoin? So you want to get your hands on these tokens when they're going to have an ecosystem of millions of people playing before the masses know about it. So the tokens will be minted and locked or dispatched following the current issuance plan by the Dubai-based entity Starvara Ltd. Technical aspects. The key points regarding the technical aspects of the Vara are as follows. ERC20 compatible token built on Ethereum. Limited supply, 1.3 billion tokens. The Starvara lore. Now, this is just the background of Starvara. Old Earth is a distant memory, overpopulated and utterly depleted. The fate of mankind lay in escaping our dying home world. Humanity was spared from extinction by a marvel of engineering, the exochip. Invented by Earth's most innovative thinkers, this groundbreaking piece of nanotechnology was able to interface with biological organisms. Its primary function? It gave humans the ability to adapt to an environment quickly. With these new superhuman powers, humanity could now not only survive the industrial hellscape of old Earth, but also thrive on a myriad of alien worlds that were once entirely inhospitable. Even the cold depths of outer space held no barrier to life, as the exochip could adapt to zero atmosphere. The doors to the galaxy had suddenly been flung wide open, and humanity spread across the stars. Now, millennia later, humans have evolved into bona fide transplanetary species, spreading across the galaxy in ever-expanding waves of exploration and colonization. Unfortunately, the same hunger for resources and wealth that doomed our home world continues to drive us to find and exploit the riches of the galaxy. But with great strides have come greater dangers. Greed, hunger for power, and ideology still divide our species, forever throwing it into conflict with itself. Currently, the galaxy finds itself embroiled in a conflict that has been raging for 8 centuries, the Starvara Galactic War. It has pitted multiple factions across the galaxy against each other in a constant fight for territory, resources, and survival. 3 major contenders have come to the fore in this endless conflict. The Nanomech Federation has roots that reach back to old Earth. Upon the innovation of the exochip, Nanomech Industries invested heavily in humanity's exploration and settling of distant worlds, and exerted tyrannical control on its new holdings. In the centuries that followed the loss of old Earth, Nanomech turned itself into a fully fledged political power on a galactic scale, giving birth to the Nanomech Federation. It is led by a power-hungry conglomerate of autocrats who are only interested in self-enrichment through the exploitation of their subjects and whatever resources they can extract. They are a case study of the worst human nature has to offer. Because of the Federation's tyrannical greed and nefarious exploitation of precious resources, the Starvara galaxy needs a hero, and it needs it now. Some believe that hero we need is walking among the rebellion, a group of anti-authoritarian renegades. Nanomech Federation historians have dubbed them the Dragnir, I'll have to say that right, rebels. But today they refer to themselves simply as the Sons of Man. Fearsome fighters and anarchists, the rebels are steadfast and relentless in imposing their beliefs of law, order, and liberty across the Starvara galaxy. They will fight tirelessly to keep their homeworlds pristine and out of the clutches of the Federation. While the Federation and Rebellion have made their home on polar opposite ends of Starvara, the Ona outlaws lurk in Hell's Corridor, the deadliest zone of all. The corridor is unpatrolled and lawless and unwelcoming to unwary visitors. Dare to pass through, and the outlaws will pitilessly pillage you for all that you're worth. If they don't get you, there are other hazards that might. Mysterious and hostile, a legion of psychic fighters have also come to call Hell's Corridor their home. They will terrifying psychic powers that are a danger to any that will cross them. What their end goals are is unknown. But one thing is for certain, they will not tolerate trespassers. While not officially allied, the Ona outlaws and psychic fighters coexist in the Badlands of Hell's Corridor. How long can the tenuous situation between them last? So the question is, what platform is this playable on? Well, as I stated earlier, you'll be able to play on your laptop, your tablet, your PC, and PlayStation 5, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and VR and AR. Those who visit the headquarters in South Africa have already experienced the VR side of it. So if I can't say that yet, but anybody in the area close to South Africa, visit the headquarters. So access Starvara. All right, these are social links. So this is the light paper. So I did not do a presentation. I wanted to show you what this was, what the product is. The product came first. The networking side of it is wrapped around. So those of you who want to make money in this, whether you want to be a gamer or not, there's multiple ways. One, by sharing it with others and building a networking team. I came out of retirement after 25 years of being in the networking space. I'm coming back for this to be my last build, hopefully. That's the plan, because I plan on making millions with this. So I'm actively building this as a networking opportunity. Another way is actually by playing the game. Playing the game is a play-to-earn game. So you can make a lot of money by just playing the game and the whole economics of that. And the other way is for those who say, I'm not a networker and I'm not a gamer. I'm an investor. I just like to buy. I just like to, buy stuff and see if it can work for me. Well, yes, you can purchase our packages and purchase nodes. Now, I can't tell you what the value of those nodes are going to be. But what I can tell you is that nodes can make you rich. They have in the past. If you look at other projects like Gala, what they've done, the nodes right now, the price is $2,500 for a node if you are not in the Star Horizon ecosystem. If you do join Star Horizon, you can get the node for $2,000. And then you can get a second node for $1,000 more. If you don't want to be a part of that ecosystem, they have another promo going on right now. I tell people the way to become wealthy in crypto is not because you bought a bunch of Bitcoin and you sat on it for 5 years. The way to become wealthy is finding businesses that are positioning themselves in this blockchain technology, metaverse world, and invest in those companies. How would you like to own a piece of Starvara? Well, they have set aside 1% of their company in 3,000 shares. So you can purchase these shares by $2,000. I'm sorry, $3,000 purchases one share of Starvara. And as a bonus, you get 2 node tokens as well. So it's like 2 nodes for the price of for 3,000 plus a share, and loot boxes in the company. So get back to whoever invited you. If that's your, you like say that's my angle. Right now, we can't play the game yet. It's not out yet. But you can get as many nodes. Well, I can't say as many nodes as you want. There's only 25,000 that's ever going to be in existence. 25,000. 3,000 has been released right now. All right. Only 25,000 is going to be available, and you're going to have millions of people playing this. So when May comes up, you're going to start seeing a whole lot more information from Starvara themselves and their rollout and their marketing and what's going to be taking place on that side of things. Now, I want to back up everything that I'm saying. Have you ever heard of JP Morgan? Run by Jamie Dimon. 2017, Jamie Dimon said that Bitcoin is illegal, is a scam. You're stupid if you get it. I'm going to fire anybody in my company who's trading on it. 24 hours after he said that, his company bought up the most Bitcoin assets through a Swedish exchange in the world. They sued him for it. He lost his suit and paid a hefty fine. But to him, it was just the cost of doing business. Fast forward a couple of years later, and his company created a new company called Onyx by JP Morgan. What is Onyx? What are they doing? Opportunities in the metaverse. How businesses can explore the metaverse and navigate the hype versus reality. But here's what I found very interesting when I read this is what are they focusing on here? Well, they're looking at $54 billion to spend on virtual goods, almost double the amount spent buying music. $60 billion messages are sent, or 60 billion messages are sent daily on Roblox, socialization, creating 80 million. The GDP for Second Life, a game, was about 650 million in 2021, with nearly 80 million USD paid to creators. 80 million was paid to the creators. How many of you have ever heard of Second Life? Gamers have. Non-fungible tokens, NFT, currently has a market cap of 41 billion. 200 strategic partnerships to date with the Sandbox, including Warner Music Group, to launch a music-themed virtual world. Then they break down what's the difference between Web 2.0 and Web 3.0. Example of virtual world. Look what they mention here. Second Life, Roblox, Fortnite, World of Warcraft, Decentraland, Sandbox, Somnium Space, Crypto Voxels. Starvara is right in this. It's the next generation of this. So now they're you would think this is a crypto company, right? This is the bank. Why Metaverse? Why now? They say the concept of a metaverse is not a new one. In many ways, this is a linear progression. Online, multiplayer, role-playing worlds like The Sims or Second Life have been around for nearly 20 years, with players spending an average of 20 hours per week in these worlds. Modern equivalents like Minecraft, World of Warcraft, and Fortnite have hundreds of millions of users and huge supporting economies. Dave says, will I be doing a 10-minute opportunity vid? We already have one. We already have a 10-minute. That's why I said tonight was just about this side of it. So get back to who invited you or shoot me a private message, and I'll show you that. From a social perspective, the development of more immersive virtual experiences is helping people to build communities based on shared values and to express themselves in more authentic ways. They created a term called metanomics. When you think about the economics of the metaverse or metanomics, there are opportunities at almost every market area. Imagine you have an online avatar and you want to change what it is you're wearing. You will be able to buy limited edition, digitally branded clothing that you pick after browsing a virtual showroom. Or you may start your own small business, such as an art gallery where you display your latest and greatest collections, or a virtual private club. Doesn't that just sound like what Starvar just said? You've got how the Metaverse has evolved playlists going back from 2003 all the way to 2022. The average price of a parcel of land, $12,000. From DeFi to DAO, I found this very interesting. A bank is a centralized entity. But why is the largest bank in the world talking about decentralized finance and DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations? Then they said this, the surge in market cap of tokens. Somnia, Space, Sandbox, Decentraland. What about working in the metaverse? Let's say in-game ad spending is set to reach 18.41 billion by 2027. One of the great possibilities of the metaverse is that it will massively expand access to the marketplace for consumers from emerging and frontier economies. I'm not reading all this right now to you guys. I just want to highlight a couple of key points here. Then they say, what is your metaverse strategy? because they have one. They got a metaverse strategy. Here's what they said. Our approach to the metaverse. The success of building and scaling in the metaverse is dependent on having a robust and flexible financial ecosystem that will allow users to seamlessly connect between the physical and virtual worlds. Our approach to payments and financial infrastructure will allow that interoperability to grow. See, banks, if they know change is coming, they're either going to be Netflix or they're going to be Blockbuster Video. The largest bank in the world has chosen. They want to be Netflix. We believe the existing virtual gaming landscape, each virtual world with its own population, GDP, in-game currency, and digital assets, that's Starvara, has elements that parallel the existing global economy. This is where our long-standing core competencies in cross-border payments, foreign exchange, financial assets creation, trading and safekeeping, in addition to our at-scale consumer foothold, can play a major role in the metaverse. We are building and scaling new emerging technologies to modernize infrastructure and business models, including but not limited to tokenization and digital identity, as we strive for perpetual innovation and better ways to organize financial transactions and payments in the decentralized web. The bottom line, the components of the metaverse continue to evolve very quickly. It is difficult to base a business strategy on such a dynamic space characterized by explosive growth and the continuous innovation of new entrants. However, the cost and risk of engaging early and consistently in order to build internal intellectual property, develop hypotheses about future business models, and identify ecosystem partners and collaborators are relatively low. The asymmetrical risk of being left behind is worth the incremental investment needed to get started and to explore this new digital landscape for yourself. And let me do this in a translation. They're saying it will be economically foolhardy for you not to move in this direction. All right. That's what they're saying. Google any bank that you're with and metaverse or blockchain next to it and see what pops up. Now, since you're not a bank yet, you're an individual trying to take care of your family. Then if the banks and businesses are moving in this direction, doesn't it make sense that you at least add this to your portfolio, not stop what you're doing, but add it to what you're currently doing? Let me show you guys, for those who want to be able to get nodes, get back to the person who invited you because there's a special bonus going on right now. And I'll show you off. The cost of getting started, 3 packages. $100 pack, a $400 pack, and a $1,000 pack for solar system. If you're just trying to get your feet wet, that's the $100 moon base pack. You're gonna get original cosmetic, 1 loot box, 300 VAR tokens, and in the networking side, it is a binary, 60 points that comes with that. Planet pack for 400, same as a moon base pack, except you're now getting 5 loot boxes, a spaceship skin, and 1,200 VAR tokens, and 240 for your Star VAR points. And then the solar system pack. Again, this is not monthly. There is no monthly auto ship here. This is a one-time. $1,000 solar system pack. You get a loot box for 15 loot boxes, 3,000 VAR tokens, and 600 SVP points. Those of you who don't want to have anything to do with the game, you don't want to buy any of these right now. Here's the bonus. Men. One computer. Refresh this. Oh, now it wants to be difficult with me. There we go. All right. Congratulations, you reached the rank of commander. Copy to clipboard. Let me open that up. So you don't want to have anything to do with or more nodes than you already have. So there's a special commander promotion. $3,000, you're unlocking a share in the Starvara universe worth over $6,500 with your purchase. Your purchase includes one Starvara share, one out of 3,000, and 2 free node tokens. Or Ethereum or USDT. I think those are the two options. Ethereum or USDT. Click on the buy now, and you're ready to go. You'll also get an automatic side. So if somebody said, Brandon, I want to get started, I'm ready to go, I will tell them, get this pack because it's automatically going to get you the Star Solar System pack. And you'll have one share of the company and 2 nodes. That would be my suggestion. I can't give advice. Again, as a disclaimer, there is no guarantee on you making a whole lot of money here. Everything's a risk. They're doing something that's never been done before. So everything's a risk. So don't use money you can't afford to lose. And then if you do get involved, make your money back. My rule number 3 is always make your money back as fast as possible. So if I spend $3,000 already since I've been here, and nobody even knows about this yet. We haven't even put our foot on the gas and tried yet. But we do have members that are doing good so far. I'm going to click on rankings, and some of you guys will recognize some of these usernames. Not your. I strongly advise you to get ranked up as fast as possible. Abundance there. This is my sponsor, Peter Blackwell. He's reached the rank of Commodore. Then his sponsor, Genesis, is captain. And then there's me. I'm number 3 in the company. Then Amazon Empire, that's Kathy. I'm not sure who these 3 are. I know who they are. I just don't know their username, but I know who they are. Explorer, I know Bitcoin Mike, Lieutenant Commander. Look at that. My executive assistants. Marnita's number 13. Jason Keenan, number 14. But you want to reach these top positions ASAP, because even though there's no residual income, since there's no monthly auto ship, there is check matching bonuses. And the higher rank you can get into some of their global pools, where they're taking a percentage of all the money that the company makes every month and splitting it up into some of the pools. So that is where you want to go to. That's why you want to get ranked up as fast as possible. So we're coming to the top of the hour. That's all I wanted to show here. I will be doing another formal presentation probably this coming Thursday evening. Yeah, Thursday evening will be my next one. But we have a lot of recorded ones. So get back to the person who invited you. Let them know whether you want to be involved or not. Get their link. Get yourself the solar system pack and your hands on the nodes. That's the key. And then let's work on making your money back. Someone asked, well, Brandon, if I don't have a list, I'm not an influencer, I've never had success in networking before. How can I take advantage of this? Here's how. There's more than 1 billion gamers on the planet. I think the number was 3 billion gamers on the planet. Gamers. They're going to want to play this game. So instead of you trying to go out there and track down people like to buy, they don't like to be sold. Start talking about it on social media or whatever your social media channels are. Look at my page. I need to get more on Instagram doing this. But look at my social media. Just talk about it. People will see it and eventually, what is that all about? Let me take a look. How can I be down? How can I get my hands on a node? I'm not trying to play anything. I don't have time for all that, but yeah, I'd like to be able to get on a project that's brand new. I want to be like what JP Morgan is doing. But if you're not talking about it, nobody's going to hear about it. Nobody's going to see it for you.
So that is it. I hope you learned something new. As always, that is the point. This is going to happen with or without you, whether you like it or not. I am not playing with this. My sponsor's not playing with this. We're serious. And we've made 7 figures in this industry. This industry retired me, walked me off my job. I've done it before multiple times, and we're about to do it again. And we want to invite you along for the ride to get the word out to the rest of the world. And we're getting involved now before the millions of people hit the game. That's the key right there. So take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. For those of you that's part of my ILC, I will see you on our Inner Circle talk tomorrow morning. Bitcoin Brandon out. Take care. Bye-bye.